What's up, everybody? Tommy Muchler here, the founder and creator of The Lazy Realtor. And no, we are not actually lazy. We just work smarter, not harder, by automating our business so we can focus on the most important things in our life instead of chasing after real estate leads. Anyways, today we're going to talk about how to schedule custom text messages inside of Liondesk CRM. Now, as you know, Liondesk is my favorite CRM, and I love it, and it does a lot of great things. It is fantastic for automating, except one thing I do not like about it is that you cannot schedule a text message to go out at a certain time, or you can't schedule a custom text message to go out at a particular time. You can, of course, schedule text messages with the campaign feature and drip campaigns and all that stuff. But there's a lot of times where I just want to send one custom text message out to one client, say like 3 days from now or like a week from now. And instead of creating a task reminder where I have to follow up with them, and I don't know, maybe I don't want to follow up with them. Maybe I just want to get it done now so I don't have to follow up with them later, and I can just send out a custom text messages. Maybe it's a custom reminder, like, hey, I'll see you at 1, right? So today I'm going to show you how to do that inside Liondesk. There is a feature for that for emails. So if we just turn on Liondesk right now, here we are. As you know, if we go to emails and you're going to send an email, you type it all up, yada yada yada. You have an option to send it immediately, schedule it, or do it reoccurring. Now, you don't have this option for texting. I would love this option for texting. I wish it was available for texting, but it's not. However, I figured out a way around it, and I'm going to show you right now. So Liondesk has this cool feature in the CRM where you can create custom fields, right? So if you use Lead Assist, it's going to create automatically all these custom fields for you. Of course, you can create your own custom fields to do whatever you want. Right here, custom fields, if you're in version 2, which I don't know why you would be. It's in beta right now. And you get a lot more features in version 1, although I can't wait for version 2 to be done. Should be great. But you'll notice that right here, I have custom text messages 10, day 1, custom text messages number 11, day 3. And I'll get why I typed them out as 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 22, 24, 23. But as you'll see, it's a custom field. It says custom text, 1 day later. Then you got 3 days later. Then you got 5 days later. And of course, oh my gosh, really? Why are we doing this now? You got 7 days later, 10 days later, 18 days later, so on, and so on, right? And the thing about these custom fields is you can type in. So you can type in whatever you want. Say, hi, Gabby, how are you, right? And you can save it, and then boom. You can also do the same thing with videos. So if you have like if you make like a text message video, like you're going to send her, right? So let's just say, hey, you sent her a custom video. You want to start it. You grab that link, delete it because I don't want to send her a video. And then you could say, I want to send her that custom video I just made for her on day 25, right? You just copy in that code, and it's going to go out on day 25. So this is my schedule. This is my timeline. I don't necessarily want text messages to go out on every single one of these days. These are just hypothetical days I might want to follow up with someone, right? And maybe it's a few people. Maybe like the scenario is like, you know what? We're out of town and we're waiting to come back in town, and you don't want to create a whole text or a whole follow-up campaign for just that person, and you don't want to create task reminders because you're lazy. So you want to create a custom one-size-fits-all, you want to create a custom drip campaign for the individual lead to follow up with them. So that's what I do is I create all these custom fields with which days I want them to go out, where I can autofill my own text to say whatever it is I want inside the text, and then I mark them all. Now, these numbers right here, and I'm gonna get into how it works real quick, but these numbers here are for ordering, because if I were to do custom text 1 and then custom text 2, if I go past 10, if I go to custom text 11, it's going to say custom text 1, and then it's going to say custom text 11, and then it's going to say custom text 2. So I do it just to keep the ordering straight, because I want to have them all in a straight row for how I go. So if I were to start the next batch, I would skip 30. I'd probably just go to 31, 32, 33. It's just the way I did it, just to keep it all straight and organized. You don't understand? Well, I'm sorry. Next thing is you need to create a campaign, and I'll show you how to do that. So let's say I created this drip campaign, 1 day later and 25 days later. I want these 2 custom text messages to go out. Go to campaigns. I created a campaign custom text. So this custom text campaign will activate and it will send out these custom text messages on these days. And I'll show you how I set this up in a second. But it will not, for the empty ones, it will not send text messages out for those ones. So let's just go to marketing real quick so I can show you how I set that campaign up. First things first is you're going to need to create custom text messages. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to text message. You're going to type in, I don't know, day 1, right? That's the first one you want to go out, right? Then you're going to go to insert Liondesk content and you're going to go to insert your custom fields, right? So now, hey, look, you got that custom field day 1, custom field day 3. So then you create your text message, right? And you don't include anything else. Don't create any punctuation. Don't create any autofill names. Don't create anything. Just leave this custom text, this custom field short code in the text message. Otherwise, it will send out a text message with nothing in it to the client or whatever you typed in it, right? So then you click save. You know, you want to include it, save it in your folder, right? So I got custom text fields, right? And then you go to autopilot. And under autopilot, you would create your text campaign like you would normally create a campaign. And then in that campaign, you would create your text drips. So what you do is click add new drip. Let's go to text contact, custom text, right? Then there's that custom text you just made, and then all the custom text. So these are all my custom text, right? And you would click the custom text that you want to go out, and you want it to go out 1 day later. Now timing, you just got to pick a random time. Obviously, you can't make one for every single time, and it doesn't really matter. I would say do it in the morning between 8 and 10 a.m. I would set that text to go out. I do it randomly for every day. I just kind of pick one at random, sometime between 8 and 10, you know, 9:45, let's just say 9:15, right? And then add task, right? Now that custom text campaign is going to go out at that time. And if there's nothing there, it won't go out. So now you got your campaign built, you got your text messages built. Now let's just say you go back to contacts and you want to create a, let's just say Shelly, we'll click on Shelly. We'll create a custom text campaign for her. Again, you just autofill what days you want to go out, what messages you want to go out. And then of course you just put her on that custom text campaign. Again, it would be really nice if Liondesk created a feature where you could schedule text messages to go out. But until then, this is the next best thing. And of course, you can create it however you want. It's your CRM. I did mine for every 3 days for like 28 days. And then I schedule it for 7 days for 91 days after that. So it's just, I figured that would cover most scenarios. You know, if I really want one to go out in 2 days, well, obviously I don't have one for 2 days, but you can make one. It might just be better to make a task reminder. But for the meantime, this is what I got going on. It's a great shortcut to schedule custom text messages for each individual client. So give it a try it out. Let me know how it works. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to help you out. I read every single comment. And yeah, in the meantime, I'll see you around and have a good one. Bye-bye.